we're showing you how to make 3 epic cast iron pan pizzas that you can cook on the grill. With each pizza, we're also showing you a new technique. First, how to make the simplest pizza dough that requires only 1 minute of kneading and is ridiculously flavorful. Then, how to make quick caramelized onions. And lastly, a homemade pizza sauce with fresh tomatoes that is literally so good, you won't want to miss it. It's an undisputed fact that great pizza starts with great dough, and for how little effort ours requires, it's one of the greatest. You'll need 11 ounces of bread flour, or roughly 2 cups, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 1/4 teaspoon of active dry yeast. You're gonna mix the dry ingredients together and then add 8 ounces or 1 cup of water that is between 120 and 130 degrees Fahrenheit. This is very important so that you activate the yeast. Water too cold or too hot will not work and you'll be left with sad, limpy dough. So mix together until the dough starts to stick together and then knead it with your hands for 1 minute. The key to this dough is letting it rest for 12 to 24 hours or overnight so that the gluten can form and all of the flavorful esters have time to take effect. It's a really low maintenance pizza dough. Obviously, it requires a lot of time, but it's really worth that waiting period. Look at how the dough doubled in size. For these pizza recipes, you're gonna wanna use a 12-inch cast iron skillet and generously coat it with oil, so that oil cooks and helps crisp up the bottom of the crust.
All right, press this bad boy down. Check out them bubbles. A little bit more there, and then we let it sit for an hour and a half. Bada boom, bada bing.
This pizza is a summery white pizza with zucchini and corn.
Lightsaber sound.
How is it that guys turn everything into a toy, into a weapon?
A weapon?
A lightsaber's a weapon?
Well, yeah, but you know, whatever. It's the sound of it. And it cuts things and it's like, I don't know. Don't stop woman-splaining.
Okay. Sprinkle lightly with salt.
Cool. Let that draw moisture out for like 10-ish minutes.
We're gonna use some mashed garlic confit as the sauce, and we'll link the garlic confit recipe in the description as well.
This garlic smells so good.
I know, it smells amazing. You could also roast a whole head of garlic and then mash that up with some olive oil if you don't have confit.
A little bit of salt, some oregano.
And here we have a cold brew coffee filter with full fat ricotta. You want the cheese to drain out most of its liquid before adding it to the pizza. Don't skip these moisture removing steps with the zucchini and the ricotta, otherwise you run the risk of having a soggy pizza, which would literally be devastating. Layer the pie with the ricotta, fresh off the cob corn kernels, or you can use frozen, and the zucchini. Now it's time for the grill. We did our best to keep the temperature around 400 degrees Fahrenheit, checking every so often for about 25 minutes. Oh yeah, it's definitely burnt. The crust was looking cooked, but the top not so much, so we ended up putting it under the broiler, which was the move. It turned out fantastic. Then layer up the finished pizza with fresh basil and dollops of chili onion crunch. And if you're enjoying this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Do you want a bite?
Do you want to bite? I don't know. Do you want to bite? Here.
I want a bite.
Take a bite.
Okay. Yeah, like it looks a little burnt, but it actually tastes great.
Mm-hmm.
Let's rate it. 1 bite. Everybody knows the rules.
I'm going to go as far as a homemade pizza goes at maybe a 7.2.
7.2. I feel like a 7.2. The reason why it's a little lower in my book is just because I want more topping.
For that big old piece of ricotta, where's the camera? Where's the camera? Womp, womp. That's the most perfect bite right there.
Now on to pizza number 2. We're gonna start this one by showing you our favorite method for quick caramelized onions. It's a bit of a kitchen shortcut, if you will. It definitely saves you time. So you're gonna add thinly sliced yellow onion to a well-oiled pan over medium heat. Season generously with salt. When the onions start to show some brown color, add a couple of teaspoons of coconut aminos. Not only does this help give them more color, but it also adds the sweetness of caramelized onions in about 7 minutes. Then re-oil the same pan, add the dough, press it out to remove the air bubbles, and then let it rest for another hour and a half. We're using the same mashed garlic confit for the sauce on this pizza. We're gonna add some oregano, then the caramelized onions. But we were a little light on toppings on the first pizza we tried, so we're gonna be a little more topping heavy this time. Sliced peaches, and some full fat ricotta that also has been drained of its liquid. So not a ton of ricotta, it's mostly gonna be burrata. Then it's onto the grill. We checked the pizza every 15 or so minutes and kept the grill around 400 degrees. Yeah, it's looking good. And then remove it Add a whole ball of burrata and then place it in the broiler for a couple more minutes. We're gonna add some basil on top and some arugula. One bite, everybody knows the rules. Shout out Dave Portner. All right, what are we rating this pizza?
It's higher.
This one's higher. Okay, why?
The toppings.
You like the topping more. And we did more toppings this time. Okay, 7, 8?
I was gonna go 7, 6.
7, 6, okay. Yeah, me too, 7, 6.
That's our pizza's where it's at.
Dude, I'm impressed. Now on to pizza number 3. We're gonna make a pizza sauce using fresh heirloom tomatoes, but you could totally use Roma in this recipe as well. First, you're gonna take the stems off of the tomatoes and then put them in a pot of boiling water until the skins start to loosen. Let them cool and then peel off the skins. Cut away any hard pieces of the tomato. Cut the tomatoes into smaller pieces and then put them back into the pot after you drain the water. Turn the heat to medium, season generously with salt, and while continually stirring the tomatoes, reduce them down and remove their moisture and liquid. This will take some time, so be patient. You'll know the sauce is done when the bubbling almost stops and you're left with a thick reduced sauce that looks like this. Then lower the heat, add in some fresh chopped garlic and some olive oil. Season again to taste with salt and pepper before transferring to a blender or a food processor, and you're gonna blend until it's smooth. Then taste test the sauce again. Heirlooms absolutely make for a sauce that's on the sweeter side. So we added some fresh basil, crushed red pepper, and oregano to help balance out the flavors, but this is totally optional and based on your personal preference.
That's a really good sauce.
It's really good.
That's really good.
It's really good. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Then layer up the dough with pizza sauce, green bell peppers, mushrooms, red onion, salami, and mozzarella. Then for fun, we decided to do another layer, but the mister decided to take his sweet time. Speak it up.
We're gonna be okay.
No, I just mean like, you're really taking your time putting these toppings on there.
All right. This is gonna be so good.
Then we cooked it in the same way as the previous pizzas, on the grill, then under the broiler. Now let's go in for the taste test.
All right, babe. You want a bite?
Yes.
All right. One bite. Everybody knows the rules.
That looks really damn good. Holy bananas.
Very good.
Holy bananas.
Oh.
That's good.
Yeah.
I feel like it would benefit from a little more sauce. Let's dip in there. Yeah.
Boop.
It's just such a good pizza. I can't believe this is homemade pizza. It has it with the sauce.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Okay. I'm thinking this one, 8.1.
Yeah.
A little more sauce on it, maybe an 8.3.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
I love the little dipping sauce on the side. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. It would mean so much to us.